Kia ora and welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide. Today I'm going to go over the best thing to do in New Zealand at night. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's begin with glowworm spotting. In New Zealand, we have something called the glowworms, which you probably are aware of from the town of Waitomo, where you can do cave tours there. While in many other spots in New Zealand, such as near Franz Josef Glacier, for example, you are able to go at night in some short walks and spot the glowworms in their natural habitat. It's a fantastic thing to do in the country if you want to do something after dark. Next up, we have stargazing and the Southern Lights. So the Southern Light displays, if you're lucky enough to spot ones, are absolutely amazing and will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But something that we can guarantee you can do is that if you stay around the Mackenzie Dark Sky Reserve, which is around the Mount Cook and Lake Tekapo area, you'll be able to see some of the most amazing night sky in your life. You will even be able to spot the Milky Way with your bare eyes, which is quite amazing. And that is because the Dark Sky Reserve there forbids the building of buildings basically which are emitting light at night, and therefore makes for amazing dark sky viewings. Another great thing to do at night in New Zealand is night skiing. Yes, that's right, in Coronet Peak, which is located in Queenstown, and also in Whakapapa, which is on the northern end of New Zealand, there are some options to do night skiing where they light up all the ski fields, or not all the ski fields, some selected tracks, and you can do a night skiing there. It's a lot of fun. It provides a very different experience to your normal skiing. Next up on our list, we have a Maori experience. In the town of Rotorua, you are able to join Maori evening shows, which include a pōwhiri to welcome you onto their land, as well as haka and cultural presentation, dances and show, and obviously some fantastic food such as the hangi, which is a traditional Maori meal. It's a great way to experience the Maori culture and do something after dark in New Zealand. Another great thing to do after dark in New Zealand is to do wildlife spotting. The kiwi bird, which is an iconic animal here in New Zealand, is a nocturnal bird, therefore, which means that it's only active at night. So if you want to spot the kiwi birds, you may want to join one of the tours at night. There is also the little blue penguins, which usually at dusk come back out to shore after a whole day fishing at sea. So it's a great experience to do after dark, and that will be located either in Dunedin or in Oamaru. Next up on our list, we obviously have cocktails, bars, pub crawls and all that good things. If you are in Queenstown or in Auckland, you'll be able to join a pub crawl and have a good fun there. And in most of those cities, you'll also be able to find some really awesome bars which offer great cocktails, New Zealand brews, as well as other New Zealand beverages. Which, by the way, we will have another video about that coming up soon. So yeah, make sure that you experience the New Zealand nightlife when living in the New Zealand cities. However, you have to be aware, if you're staying in more smaller places, the nightlife is really not there. So don't think you'll be able to party everywhere you go in New Zealand. Finally, to round up this list, we have night luge. You've probably heard of the luge in New Zealand. It is a really fun kind of without engine go-karting, let's say, where you go downhill and have a lot of fun there. And both in Queenstown and in Rotorua, they offer night luge at some time of the year. So it's usually more of a once a month event or something like that. It's quite rare. It doesn't happen all the time. So, you basically just have to be lucky that you're there at the right time. But if you are, it's really fun. Alright, so that's everything that I have for you. There is much more on nzpocketguide.com, so check it out. And the whole team is joining me to wish you the best time ever in New Zealand.